Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we have more One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 news that just dropped. Well, not really just dropped. I know I'm late to this, but of course the time I decided to go on a trip to the Art of Manga, which is really dope to see a bunch of One Piece stuff and JoJo stuff. But of course the time I decided to go on a trip, that's when they decided to drop the next gen update or like the release date for it, and as well as announcing and showing the other characters in the Egghead pack. So without further ado, let us react to this trailer, and then there's a couple of other things too that they tweeted out that I want to cover as well. I know we got Lucci. Man, Lucci talking all this smack and he got his ass handed. We got Sky type Lucci. Okay, S Snake. Interesting, S Snake instead of like S Hawk. Okay, Bonney. Okay, cool. I mean, hey, November 21st, we will be covering it. And that's where we go. Okay, cool. I honestly thought, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna show that Luffy was gonna get like a new ultimate or something. Okay, but that's dope. That is very dope. And this is everything that's out already. I'm just double checking, make sure that I'm not missing anything in this trailer. Okay, so that's a new edition right there. This is the Legendary Edition. Okay. Oh, well, both are available November 21st. So this is new, I believe, right? So I don't think this was the case at all. But, man, honestly, if they sold this as a box art, the Legendary Edition, I would buy that in a heartbeat. But, yeah, so let's take a quick look. Let's take a look at this first. I remember the first screenshot, I couldn't see too much of a difference with the like PS4 to PS5, because Pirate Warriors 4 is an old game. It's an old game. But hey, smoother game, faster loading. We'll see, right? We'll see. I definitely will test that out. So when it comes to the characters themselves, Lucci, we saw more, of course, like a couple months ago, or whatever. He looked dope. And then we have S Snake, which is interesting. I wonder how she'll play. Because Boa, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played PW4 and with Boa herself. But Boa seemed pretty strong when you like manage your stuff well. But I do wonder how they're gonna manage her. I'm trying to see if we can see what type of typing she is. Because Lucci, he's clearly a Sky type with the blue aura. But oh, let's see. This is just her one of her specials. Bonney's really cool. Bonney was one I was expecting. I was not expecting like a Gorosei, unless I said that in my video, but hey, who knows. But Bonney makes sense. She's a very important character to all of, you know, Egghead and stuff like that with Kuma. I don't think, did this happen already? In the anime anyway, I'm not entirely sure. I wonder if she had, because I think there's a specific thing I'm thinking about, or form, or something, that I don't think has happened in the anime yet. Oh, she is, that is, wow, that is a weird angle, or shot. So it looks like Bonnie's going to be a power type. Look at the aura, she has yellow aura. I'm trying to go back to see if S-Hawk. I couldn't tell, but I'm assuming. Oh, there it is. Maybe this is because the thing is, I don't know if it's doing the pink thing because like the whole lovey-dovey cutie thing, whatever. But I'm thinking it's the pink for technique. So I think Lucci Sky, she's gonna be technique, and then Bonnie's gonna be power type. So that's pretty cool. Which makes sense because obviously, you know, having the the freezing, the turning people to stone and stuff makes sense. And okay, so then I wanted to look at one other thing that they tweeted out that I thought was really cool. Okay, we're back. So there's a lot of posts that you see on the top right here because we have actually, descriptions for each character, as well as a little image describing kind of like what the upgrade will look like. Since we're on here, and I think this one will be the quickest one, you can take a quick gander. So here, I feel like this is the same image we saw, either when they first announced it or what, but it looks like more lightning, looks like more enemies that are on the screen, more particle effects as well, as you can see right here. And then compared to the left, I think particle effects in general, because I don't see any on the left, which then follows up to this one, where the magma looks, flat, looks like itself, but here on the right, it has, fiery ember effects, has like black smoke, and it's like more, I guess, diverse in terms of what it looks like. And honestly, that does look pretty cool. I think these are like little effects to make you feel the heat a little bit, right? So I think this is pretty cool. So, excuse me. I do wonder how the rest of the game is actually going to run in general, right? So this is actually really cool. Yeah, so this is cool. Let's get into this, which I think this is really dope. So essentially, after they showed the 3 new characters, they basically announced that they, at the Pirates Unmatched 4 booth, this is at Jump Fest 2026, the NL King and Zephyr will be playable, featured in the 8th DLC Special Selection Pack, scheduled for early 2026. Don't miss a chance to play the 8th DLC at the world's fastest speed. I guess what they mean by that is like, as soon as it's available. So it looks like Jump Festa 2026 is going to be our first look at these 3 characters, and they're going to be playable. And I think this reminds me of that one stream, I think like last year, or like either with the last pack with Roger, I think it was, where they had like that big stream for like, like 30-40 minutes where they showed each character, right? So yeah, it looks like Jump Festa 2026 is when we're going to get our look at NL, King, and Zephyr. Which honestly, these are really 3 really good picks. My opinion, NL should have just been in the game in general, though. I hate when they... Listen, I'm gonna be fair. I hate when they take characters out and then they sell you them back. Lucci, you could argue, is a similar thing where they didn't take him out, but he's just more so a new version of a character. Same thing with like Luffy, where, hey, you guys know me, I've criticized Gear 5 Luffy, where like his whole moveset is not as creative as it could have been, besides Gear 5, because Gear 5 is really the selling point for that character anyway. But anyway, so let's look. Oh look, yeah, there they go. I was over here analyzing the video when I could have just looked at the tweet. So, Jewelry Bonney, action type power, from the same worst generation as Luffy, the alias Big Eater Jewelry Bonney, in order to rescue her father Bartolome Kuma. She infiltrated Egghead. Okay, so this is just her bio. She can fight without letting surrounding enemies get close, using ever-changing attacks like stretching her arms or enlarging her body. By using charge attack or special moves, it's also possible to sweep up and attack an even wider range of enemies, allowing her to wipe them all out in one fell swoop. Okay, so it looks like she's going to be a big... Honestly, just off of this, she might be cracked, because if she's a power type, and if she could break guard pretty easily, I mean, hey man, I'm down for that. So then let's look at S-Snake, Seraphim, the base of Boa, okay. Her hallmark is the ability to switch between ground attacks that leave no openings and can petrify enemies, and aerial attacks with a wide range that deal massive damage by shattering petrified enemies. Moreover, after landing a certain number of attacks, fire ignites on her back and she gains more attacks to have both. Interesting. Okay. So... Okay, I'm down with that. So the more she attacks, she'll get the fire on her back. Interesting. I'm down with that. Okay, so it seems like the more aggressive you are with her, the stronger she'll be. I actually don't mind that it's S-Snake and Bonney. Bonney makes sense, and I know I was saying, why is it S-Snake instead of S-Hawk? In hindsight, now that I'm thinking about it, it's cool to get more female characters in the game, so I think it's pretty dope to get S-Snake in here. as opposed to getting another Mihawk sword character, even though S-Hawk is pretty cool. And the last but not least, our boy Lucci, CP0 agent, obviously Sky type. Remains cool at any situation, making judgments. His signature style is switching between the human form, which excels at long range attack. Ooh, okay. So base form, he's long range, and the hybrid form, which specializes in high speed assaults, depending on the battle situation. This little emoji is killing me. Additionally, landing a ground charge attack enhances the subsequent series of aerial combo attacks. Okay, so if you attack on the ground and you do a charge attack on the ground, and then I guess if you pop that up into the air, or if you transform, okay, interesting. So the more you wanna do a charge attack on the ground before you do an aerial attack. Interesting, cool. So yeah, I mean, it seems like Bonney is the most basic one, where they're kind of just saying she has big strength, she has big range. She stretches like Luffy. She just hits shit hard. That's kind of what the way Bonney sounds like, as opposed to these two, where it seems like they have a little bit more depth to them. So, yeah, really dope stuff. Like I said, sorry I'm late with this. But so we got November 21st, the next gen update comes out. I will be trying that out. I'll do a video just trying it out, seeing how it feels. If you guys really want, I can do a PS4 versus PS5 version, just to show you guys like if it loads faster, and I can probably I'll try and do. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. I can set that up and like record specific scenarios like Gear 5 Luffy or Akainu or whatever, and see what the differences are with loading speed, visuals, and all that stuff compared to the PS4 version. But yeah, I am hey man, Pyro Warriors 4. Who would have thought, man? Me, I would not have thought that this game would be getting more updates, but I'm excited. Again, doesn't look like we're getting any new game modes or any new maps or harder modes. It just looks like we're getting more characters to just play with this game. So all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. This was your monthly, actually no, this is your first of many videos to come this month, I guess. It looks like, because we're going to be getting more Pyro Warriors 4 content coming to you hot this month. So make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe to the channel, because we will be active here.